Hey everyone, for this Tech Tuesday, we're going to go over our gear reduction box. This is our gear reduction box you see in front of us. This sits inside the rear subframe of the SCR1. As you'll see, logo, because we put logos on everything. On this side, this is where the motor bolts to. So you have a flange here. This is the input shaft to the gearbox, where the output shaft of the motor goes. So people ask us, how many speeds is your car? How many gears is it? Well, really, there's a couple gears in here, but it's just one speed, direct drive to the wheels. So if the wheels are spinning, the motor's spinning. This gearbox is a 5.19 gear reduction. One of the more important things that we wanted to maintain with the SCR1 is maintaining the factory suspension. The GR86 has a lot of aftermarket support for it. Control arms, axles, brakes, knuckles, there's a lot of stuff that you can get. We didn't want to interrupt that. We didn't want you to have to come to us to buy a special control arm or a special subframe or a special axle. So we took that in mind when we designed this gearbox. Inside the gearbox, we have the factory diff carrier from the GR86. So it accepts the factory GR86 axles in it. So if you want to upgrade the axles or you break an axle, it's easy to get one off the shelf for another GR86. Let's go ahead and pop this box open and we'll show you what's on the inside. Once we pop open the billet aluminum case, you can see our gear reduction. As you'll notice, this is the torsion limited slip from the GR86 that we repurposed to be inside this gearbox. Again, so we can maintain the GR86 axles. So as you can see, we just unbolted the crown gear and bolted on our straight cut spur gear. The reason we use straight cut spur gears is one, not only for strength, but for sound. We really wanted this car to make some sound. And for those of you that have heard a straight cut gearbox, you know that they make a great gear whine. So that was a really key part of this, not only strength, but for sound. So as you can see, we have our intermediate shaft, we have our input shaft, and then we have the diff. These three gears make up a total gear reduction of 5.19. One of the things that we're going to experiment this year with the prototype vehicle is trying different gear ratios. So we've run the first part of the season with a 5.19 gear reduction, with a top speed of about 150 miles an hour. We find that we might need a little bit more in the bottom end. So we're going to try for slower tracks, putting a 6.2 in it, and for faster tracks, we'll try the 5.19. This year, we're going to try to optimize the motor's red line with the top vehicle speed with acceleration. So again, trying different ratios this year is all what this is about for prototyping. Thanks for watching, and follow us on our journey of prototyping this vehicle this year. Follow us on social media, like and subscribe.